Alright, I'm going to start this video off with apologizing because I went ahead and built the bridge. My phone has been dead all day long. I just barely got it charged up enough to be able to do this. I don't know why it was dead as much as it was, but the charger I had it on, well, for one, the charger I had it on this morning, it wasn't working. So I had to put it on another charger, and finally I got it up. But anyway, I did build the what do you call it, whatever holds the I am tired. What is that? Engine hoist. The hoist, yes. So anyway, here it is. If you follow me on Snapchat, you've probably already seen that we had the 300 four-wheeler and me on it, which is about 900 pounds, and it picked it up just fine. No flexing at the top, which was my biggest concern. What I did here was I've got 2x4s, and they go up just over 9 foot on either side. They're 4x4s, just over 9 foot. And then I've got 2x6s sandwiched at the top. Now, I've watched another couple videos where they lag bolted them into the sides straight through it. Well, my problem with that is the lag bolts are carrying all the weight with the wood. Well, what I did was I put my 2x6s on top of the 4x4, so they're actually resting on top, kind of like you would do a house. Then I took those other 2x4s and I did 45 cuts on them so that the rain will run off of them. But they are four 3-inch screw bolts going in. I mean, 4 at the bottom and then 4 on top into the 2x6 itself, which is actually a 4x6 now. And then I did 2x4 crosses on both sides, and they are what, I think they're 2.5 foot long, and I did that on both sides. At the very top, you'll notice a piece up there. I took some bed frame and I just put it onto the top on this side and on the back side and put some screws in just to hold it in place. Now, with a piece of chain wrapped around it, it won't dig into the wood up there, and it'll also add extra support on the top, so it's not just cutting straight through the center. It's actually a leveled load bearing on the very top of it. And then I took if you notice, I don't know if you can see it, but no, on the chain right there, I've got 2 washers on both sides, and then I've got a head bolt off of a Mazda B2200 that I had a long time ago. I have a head bolt straight through the chain, so that's what the hook of the hoist is hooked onto. Let's see if I can get in there a little tighter. See there? That's a number 10 head bolt. So then down here, I've got 2x6s. I wanted to make them 6 foot, but some of them turned out 5 foot, and the other one's 6 foot because I didn't have enough pieces left. But I've got 6 bolts ran in down here on the bottom on both sides, sandwiched. And then I've got a 4x4 in the middle there to help keep it separated on both sides. And then, of course, I put these 2x4s going up. I've got four screws in there and 4 screws at the bottom on both sides. That stops it from moving this way. And then you'll notice the 3 stakes. Actually, those are, again, bed frames. I cut them off at about 10 inches to a foot long, and then put them on there and drove them into the ground. What that's stopping it from moving this way. It's not going to move out that way because I've got it actually squeezed a little far on both sides. So that's how that's done. And again, with the 2x4s up and over, and then that helps to support it from moving frontwards and backwards. I did bounce a little bit. A motor is not going to bounce on there, so I don't have to worry about a motor trying to jump up and down. But when I was on the four-wheeler, I went ahead and jumped up and down a little bit just to make sure that that's not going to move. Now it flexed a little bit, Gina told me, but not real bad. So just picking up a motor, that's going to work out perfect. Now what I did was I measured to the bottom of the Dodge motor, and then I measured from the bottom of the Dodge motor actually to the bottom of the cross member all the way to the top of the engine. That gave me a measurement. Now from the top of the radiator, I measured from there the motor depth up, and that gave me an idea of how high that bottom hook all the way up would have to be. That hook there, how high it would have to be in order to be able to clear the motor on the Dodge. So that gives me the ability to be able to pull a motor on my Dodge, any of the cars, anything. And in fact, we went probably about, I think it was 9 inches to a foot over that height. So we've got plenty of room to even be able to pull the motor out of the Dodge. So I'm glad about that. Yeah. Other than that, one more thing to add to this, including the motor mount or holder, whatever. I'm tired. I can't think of what the hell anything's called anymore. So anyway, I hope that helps you in being able to build your own. Oh, I also put a couple nails here because once you get done wheeling that, you don't want it to be able to move on its own once you get the motor stuck or sitting in place. So you take that chain and you put it over here and you hook it onto the nails. That way it doesn't move. And then I've also got this nail right here for the excess chain that loops. I can hang it over this just to get that stuff out of the way of the motor once we get it out. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Follow me on Snapchat. Everything's EarthScraper69. Snapchat, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter. I don't talk on Twitter. I don't reply to nobody. I don't talk on there at all. Tumblr, same thing. I really don't get back to anybody on there. Instagram, you can message me on there. Facebook, find me at Lawrence Falcon Duarte. You'll find me on there. And of course, Snapchat. I try to keep that updated almost daily. Usually, sometimes on the weekends I really don't do anything because I'm so busy. But yeah, follow me on all those. Give me some thumbs up for homemade ingenuity and getting to the next level. I've got that engine rebuild coming, so hopefully next weekend we're going to be able to pull that out. I only get one day off a weekend right now because I'm trying to make some money. And yeah, so subscribe, comment, thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Go and build you an engine hoist, mount, holder, bridge, whatever, and we shall see you guys on the next video.